Winter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter Sandman entrance. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers' offense will go to work first. Mason Heinzel, he threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Turner. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Yates. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Turner. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, 1 possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Ryan. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Pitt will line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Ryan. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the ground, it's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Turner. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Yates. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that didn't fill him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. On the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Makes the grab. It's Lee.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Turner. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up. Solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The keeper on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play as they attend to him. Keep an eye on things for us. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Running into the open space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Green. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Ryan. Rushes on him, and they got him.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Kent. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Pitt right back to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Baker. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The sure hands, it's Hicks. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash, a 59-yard try coming. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Mean Green getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This team is now red hot, 3 consecutive victories, and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime, although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Nice.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Safe completion on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Green. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for 1st down. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Got the quick pass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
There he goes! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Makes the quick grab. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The run inside. It's Overton. Maybe some room here. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Options galore here. 2nd and just a few inches. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Yates. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside. It's right. Could be an alley. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Bounced off his feet.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off play action. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Upstairs, he's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions, got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. And for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the option. He'll toss it. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Could not make his way to the corner. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse